it's Tanaya. Welcome to my channel. We're about to get into this story time. I'm like, it brings back so many emotions because it was such a crazy freaking night. Okay, so this story time happened a minute ago. I was back in college, and basically I was stranded at a college party off campus with me and my friends, and we just gonna get into the story. So this happened a long time ago, so I'm not gonna go into the details of like how we got to how like this party came about and all this stuff. Me and my homegirls was going to Bella Chase. No, me and my homegirls, we were going to a college party. It was an off-campus party. This was my freshman year of college. Yes, this is my freshman year of college. And my freshman year in college, I was so like nervous. I was scared. I didn't have anybody from high school coming to the same college with me. I was on my own, had to make all new friends, all that stuff. So I'm naturally quiet, but when I'm like around my friends, like I'm not that quiet no more or whatever. But when I'm around new people, I'm more quiet. So I was more quiet. It took me a little while to get out of my shell, and I made a few friends who turned out to be like long-term friends. So I met these group of girls, super cool. So I'm gonna give them names. I'm not gonna name everybody that came with us. It was a group of us, but I went with Sarah. I went with Becky, and we definitely went with and I'm gonna call the other girl Tara. Okay, Sarah, Becky, and Tara. It's hard doing this naming thing because I just want to spit out the real names, you know. It's not like, you know, bashing nobody, but anyway. So we're all freshmen. We all live in the same dorm hall, whatever, you know, not in the same rooms, but we all live on the same floor, same building. So we're going to this off-campus party. I'm pretty sure Sarah told us about this party, and Becky knew about the party as well, and Tara. So Sarah and Tara lived in the same dorm or whatever. So we went to this party. Sarah had a car or whatever, not this year, but she ended up getting a car the following year on campus. So our biggest thing was, okay, we're gonna go to this off-campus party or whatever, meaning hello, like we need a ride. So I don't remember if it was Sarah or Tara, but one of them girls had got us there. Like we had got to that party somehow, and there was another girl who came with us. It was a group of us. It was a good amount of us who came, who was Sarah's friend from back home. I believe she was Sarah's friend from back home. So she was with us too. So it was probably about 4 to 5 of us or whatever, all going to this party together. If you go to any party in college, make sure you travel together, stick together, okay? Because things can get crazy. So we all about to go to this party or whatever. We ended up finding a way there. I feel like the back home friend figured out how to get us there. Like we had a way to get there, but we were like, okay, cool, we're gonna go to this party, but we knew we didn't have a legit way back. But we wasn't like that worried about it. It was in the back of my head, like, okay, because you know, like when I go somewhere, like I want to make sure that I got a ride home. And some people are more like, okay, I got my ride there, I'll figure it out when we get home. And like this was a long time ago. Like Uber was not here yet, you know what I mean, and Lyft and all that stuff, like that wasn't out yet. So we're talking over 5, 6, 7 years ago. Like that wasn't out yet. So we basically get to the party. It's mad people at this party. The party was crazy, and like, okay, like in high school I went to parties, but like I had like a stricter mom. Like I wasn't like here, there. Like I wasn't that chick that was everywhere. So like this was like one of the, I don't know if this was my first party. I don't think this was our first party. I would have to hit up Sarah and Becky to see if this is our first party. But we got to the party. I think we had to pay to get in there or whatever. We went through all that. It's hella people at this party, and you know, like it was a black party. It was cool. So it was like our good music and all that other stuff. So you come into the building, it's like a lobby, not like a lobby, but like a outside little area, but still inside. And then you go into the party. It's kind of like if you walking into a gym, it's the outside part of the gym, and then you go into the gym. So it was kind of like that. So we go into the party or whatever, and it's packed like stuffed sausages packed. Hot as heck in there. Hot as heck. If you had a fresh blowout, your shit was gonna be freaking poofed out by the time you left hot. And it was just like, I was so disturbed because, okay, when you're a girl, you go to a party, depending on the type of girl you are, like, you'll probably be dancing on guys or whatever, and guys just will come up behind you trying to grind up on you or acting like they trying to get by, and they pushing themselves up on you. Like, guys just be doing too much at parties. So it was so packed in there. Like, you gotta really, if you're not trying to really dance with nobody, especially because, like, guys, the guys that be trying to push up on you be like the not so cute ones at that. So while you at this party, you gotta, every time somebody, you gotta turn and like tuck yourself up to make sure nobody's trying to get up on you or whatever. I'm a freshman, I'm like 18, 19, and I'm like, you know, thinking in my head when I was a freshman, I thought that any guy I ran into just wanted to take advantage of me and just try to get me into bed. So I was just ready to play everybody and just strong arm everybody. Okay. So I really wasn't trying to have it with anybody I met freshman year at all, like in college at all. So the party is cool, but I'm like kind of ready to go because like it's just not really like, it just wasn't my scene. Like, I was having an okay time dancing with my friends, but me and Becky are kind of the same. So like me and Becky have more fun at like chill parties, like if people you really cool with there, maybe some other people you don't know, drink, little spades, whatever, you know what I mean? So me and Becky kind of be on the same page with that. But just to fast forward it, the party ends up, you know, it's time to go. The party's died down. It's probably like a little after 2 in the morning at this point. So we was there for a little minute. My friend Sarah loved to freak. She's so outgoing. She always has fun wherever she goes. So she dancing, she having a good time. The girl from back home, she was having a good time. And Tara, you know, she was having a good time as well. So not to say that me and Becky weren't, but like, you know, we was just kind of, you know, a little bop, you know, just whatever, we with our friends. So it's time to go home, right? Everybody's clearing out and we all come out of that like big area and go to the other smaller area outside of where the party was, but still inside. And you know, security, time to get out, it's time to get out. They trying to clear that place out, right? So this place had to at least be like 25 minutes, no more than 30 minutes from where our dorm was, but it wasn't a place where like our campus bus came to or anything where we could still kind of get our behinds home. So we out there, I feel like I remember seeing somebody from back home at that party, but this happened so long ago, I can't even remember that part. But we're outside now because now we're looking for a freaking ride. Like, we have no ride and we are in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, it's not like, oh, I'm in my hometown at this party, I know how to get home, I don't even know where I'm at. Okay, I'm not familiar with this area. We are outside of the town that we live in, and I'm not even that familiar with the town that I'll go to college in at this point. I just got here as a freshman. So all these thoughts going in my head, right? I'm like, okay, we on the street, we basically outside looking at all these cars going by, trying to see who we know, or like Sarah and the good girl who came from back home, trying to see who they know, trying to hit people up. Like, we trying to get a ride. We trying to figure out the person who dropped us off can come get us. They could not. So we stopped. All right, cool. So some way, some freaking hell, we end up getting in a car with these 2 guys, and I feel like Sarah knew of them. So how I'm gonna say this is like, they weren't random guys off the street that nobody knew. I really think Sarah knew of them, or at least one of them. But they randoms to me. We got in their car and it was like 4 or 5 of us, okay? So the 2 guys were in the car. There's only 3 other seats in the back. And I think there was other guys in there. I think it was at least 3 guys or something like that. Basically, we had to lap up, and I end up having to sit on the lap of a dude in a passenger seat, okay? Don't know this dude. And you know when you sit on a guy's lap, like, you know, like your part is on his part and it's just uncomfortable if that's not your man. So I'm like trying to scrooch up and we all stuff like sausages in that car. And I'm on this dude's lap and I don't know the driver. I don't know this guy's lap. I'm sitting on and I'm praying in my head. I was so scared. I was praying in my head the whole time. Like, I hope these guys are like cool. They just drive us to where we need to go and that's it. The whole time in my head I'm thinking these guys have control over this car. They could drive anywhere and take us anywhere and something really bad can happen to us right now. And I was just praying the whole ride home. Then once I started to see that we were like in the downtown area of where my college was, and I kind of knew where we were, I'm like, okay, thank God, okay, you gotta just make this right, you gotta just go straight. I was so scared. And I don't know if like Sarah, Becky, and Tara was feeling the same way I was, but I was freaked out. I was so freaked out. And I think I think one of those guys, I should have spoke to Sarah before I did this video. I think one of those guys was trying to come back in with somebody. It did not happen. Okay, it did not happen because a lot of us was involved with somebody at that time anyway. But we got the ride, curved the cool, thank you, bye. And I was just like, when we got to our dorm, yo, I was so thankful nothing happened to us. I prayed so much that night. I was just like, oh my God. And then when I came in, I'm like, what was wrong with me? Like, never again am I going somewhere to a party and I don't have a ride back. Never again am I getting in some random car or whatever. Why didn't we think to call a taxi? I don't know. But we were just like, oh my God, 18, 19 years old. And I'm just sitting on some random dude's lap and I don't even know dude. And I'm hoping that he really takes us home and doesn't take advantage of us. But luckily nothing happened to us. We got back in the dorm. We was like sharing how we felt the whole time about being stuck out there or whatever, not being able to get a ride and randomly getting in some car or whatever. And just to tell y'all, I think it was after this party I stopped going out my freshman year. I stayed in my dorm. When I tell y'all, I was such a corny freshman. Sophomore, junior, senior year, I was like out all the time. I got out of it. But baby, when you have like one of those experiences where it's like you could really, something bad could happen to you and you really feel like you just did some dumb shit and like you just thanking God nothing really happened to you, and like, you know, you don't have to call your parents or some shit or whatever the hell, you know, like that just struck me. And I just stayed in my dorm and I just went to class and came back, and that was it. I wasn't going to parties no more. I wasn't that social. That experience really changed me, but I was just glad that we all made it home. So that's one of my college story times. I got some other ones. So like this video if y'all want to hear a situation where me and one of my friends almost got arrested. We thought we was gonna get arrested. I could laugh now. We were so scared. Like this video if you want to hear that story, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.